new challenges. 5 years ago, perhaps in shipping, were somewhere lackadaisical about digitalization. They saw the issues of big data as being the issue of big firms like IBM, not issues for them to deal with. Ships sailed over the horizon and reappeared a few days later. Why should we have all this data? What on earth can we do with it? But what I think many did not see then, they did not see the big picture of how shipping will rapidly start to emerge aspects of its business operation with its customers and vendors. In other words, other parts of the supply chain, logistics and transportation. Shipping remained cautious, and I believe it was not something for them. But then one company and then another tried a little something, or had a customer who wanted data of certain sort in a certain way. Logistics information evolved. Customers' data, financial data too began to evolve. Some companies shared data with selected partners and began to see that 1 + 1 = 3, as there was much more operational benefits than they realized. Of course, then came the issue of cybersecurity, again with some companies seeing it as scamoranging, accusing vendors of just seeking high revenues. But suddenly, were high-profile cyber attacks, and the reality hit home. But at the same time, so did another reality. Competitors were getting an advantage when they had listened to major customers and they were digitalizing order and data flows to make it more seamless, or were finding ways to extract certain shipboard data to make voyages more efficient for charterers and shippers. Suddenly, trust began to creep in. Now, spin forward to January 2020, when for some the world stopped spinning, it looked like trade would end and ships were going to be floating at sea, unable to berth. But let me tell you what I have also seen. I have seen shipbuilding orders stop, but I saw a deal signed remotely using modern communication technology, cybersecurity, and trust. This was a multi-million-dollar contract secured digitally. I saw class societies find easier to convince some ship owners that they could do remote service to be able to keep their vessels in service. I saw data hubs enlarge and blockchain solutions grow in popularity and trust. We saw how our digital lives can keep us moving. We saw the surge in Zoom meetings, in webinars, and meetings on our computer screens. But here I saw also something strange. Before January 2020, most online calls were using Skype. We also said, "Hi, shall we Skype?" when we wanted to have an online call. Suddenly, we were all saying, "Shall we have a Zoom call?" Microsoft did, I think, miss a chance here, and the great public saw Zoom as their tool of choice. As proponents of digital solutions and tools to improve our business lives, we need to make sure we are ready for the unexpected. We need to be able to ramp up demand when it's suddenly needed, as well as be versatile and agile should change be needed. What I've seen this year is technology to be trusted in shipping's hour of need. If we had not gone somewhere down the digitalization route over the last 5 years and had not started the process, so we talk about what we are doing and not what we will be doing, if we had stood still, we wouldn't be having so much bigger problems that we have now. So while we have economic hardships and problems with crews on ships and a desire to meet face-to-face, I will say one thing: without digitalization, without it, we will be lost in 2020. So we should ensure we spread the facts that digital solutions can be trusted, they can be used, and they can make business sense, and they are providing their value in the year of COVID. And we have the chance to do more. We can use events like today's to understand the reality of what is still continuing to evolve in shipping, how digitalization as a continual tool of change has begun to stand up to the challenge and help shipping in its hour of need. Thank you so much. Thank you.